In the news this week, a couple weeks ago, sorry, Ferrari CEO wants to stop customers from ruining its cars. That's a headline from carthrottle.com.
What could that possibly mean? Ruining a Ferrari?
Well, there's a lot of rumors or things that have been blown out of proportion about how controlling or not controlling Ferrari is regarding the aftermarket on their cars, both resale and modifications. And there's some generally believed ideas out there that you're not allowed to modify your Ferrari or Ferrari will sue you, right? So with my 1,000,000-mile Ferrari that has aftermarket wheels, I've crapped on Ferrari's build quality quite a bit because of how badly they age. And people keep saying like, oh my gosh, Ferrari's going to sue you. Watch out, Ferrari's going to sue you. I'm like, for what? Owning a car? It's an old Ferrari. They don't care that much. They do. They do care about their brand image, and that goes all the way back, right? That's why Ferrari has the Classiche certification, where you can pay thousands of dollars for them to look at pictures of your car that you submit and tell you that, yes, your car is the way it left the factory. And then you take your Ferrari with its Classiche red book and you go to the Ferrari Club concourse, and then you all win platinum awards because all of your cars are original. And then you say, I won platinum. And it's like, well, so did the other 17 Ferrari 430s that were in your class. Anyway, I digress. This is the Ferrari system. But what Ferrari is talking about, or what this article is talking about, is not aftermarket modifications. It's not even the resale of Ferraris, which we will get into in this discussion, but they're talking about the original spec.
Really?
Yes.
Well, and I actually think, before we get into that, a lot of people, I feel like, and maybe this is just the first time I remember hearing of it, but there was the whole Dead Mouse Ferrari, the blue Ferrari with the neon cat, like rainbow thing on livery on the side. Because everybody thinks, oh, he put a livery on a 458 and that's why Ferrari got him.
No.
But it was because he made custom badges mimicking the Ferrari logo.
Correct.
So
with
it's
a
like
prancing cat, and he violated trademark.
Yep. But I feel like everybody remembers this as a, oh my God, it was the rap. So
Correct.
They think anytime you do anything like this, Ferrari's just going to come after you.
Absolutely correct. Right. So they look at all the Liberty Walk Ferraris. It doesn't matter how you modify the car. You cannot touch their name, their trademarks, their logos, because he changed Ferrari to Ferrari.
Yep.
Same thing, Damon from Daily Driven Exotics, which, editorial note, can't stand their stuff, but he made this video, total clickbait. We've been accused of clickbait once or three times, and I'm like, no, you don't know what clickbait is. He made a video talking about how Ferrari's legal team sent him a letter about his 812 or F12 or whatever it was that was heavily modified twin turbo. 20 minutes into the video, he reveals that it's just a recall letter. Like, talk about stupidity and furthering this idea that Ferrari doesn't like people using their cars in a certain way, modifying them. Maybe Ferrari doesn't like them, but they also have really smart lawyers, and they're not going to waste their time with stuff like that. They're just going to say, I'm sorry, we're not going to sell you a car. And that's how they control things. They say, you either have to buy a certain number of cars, you have to follow this process, you have to keep your cars for a certain amount of time. Now what they're saying is, well, we're going to monitor your specifications when you order your car, which is ironic because Ferrari's big driver of profit, and a lot of these companies, McLaren with their MSO program, Porsche with their PTS and CXX and exclusive programs, this is a huge profit driver for these manufacturers. And Ferrari's probably the biggest one because they actually push it and say, well, these other VIPs all bought all the new cars, the Speciale, the Apertas, the this, the that. But this person spent an extra $100,000 on tailor-made options. So you got to spend $150,000 and do the Ferrari Challenge race this year.
It's all just comes down to fuel the Ferrari measuring contest that these guys all have. Like, well, I spend more money on TaylorMade, or I spend more money on... That's wild.
Yes. Yeah. So Ferrari's making a fortune off of this system whereby customers all have a one-of-one spec and a better one-of-one than the next guy. It's like Corvette fever with lots and lots of money thrown at it. But now they're saying, well, we're going to limit them to not do too outlandish specifications. So the Ferrari CEO, according to this article, said, quote, "We have been thinking internally maybe to predefine the color combinations. We have to pay attention because we have to defend the values and the identity of the brand. We will not make a strange car for sure." Well, that's a lie. They made the F80.
Yeah, seriously.
That thing looks like a Lego set. Oh my gosh. Personalization was Ferrari's fifth biggest driver of profit in 2024. And if you look at Ferrari's profit statements, P&Ls, compared to their luxury car competitors, we unpacked this on a different episode, Ferrari took everyone to school in terms of profit. They know how to make money.
Is that just for car sales, or is that their company overall?
The company overall.
See, that's why I understand why they're doing this. This seems ludicrous, but
Okay.
Ferrari is not as much of a car company anymore as it is a brand. And they need to protect the brand to sell their hats and their coffee mugs and their, I don't know, shoes to people who dream of owning Ferraris.
Okay, but wouldn't, like they say, all press is good press? Wouldn't outlandish Ferraris, crazy spec'd ones, like Justin Bieber does a pink and purple Ferrari with, I don't know, his shoes stitched in the seats. I don't know what I see TikTok videos and I talk about Justin Bieber's shoes. I'm like, okay. So wouldn't that be a good driver of the next generation that's buying $150, $200 Pumas or whatever they cost?
But I think that nobody's going to want that car after Justin Bieber or whomever buys it. They need to protect the value that all of these dudes have put into these outlandishly priced vehicles so that they can get them when they resell it. If there's all these crazy specs that people can't resell and drives down the market, that's bad for Ferrari.
Fair point. And the article even says that. He says the desire to crack down isn't just to ensure their image is protected, but to make sure its car's secondhand values aren't impacted by garish specs when the time comes for them to be sold. Look at you, Tyler.
I did my research, Doug.
Yeah.
I was prepared.
That's a fair point. I think of the Alpine edition, not the Alpine, the Momo edition Lamborghini Diablos that were yellow with red and yellow interior. I mean, it might have been the McDonald's spec. It should have been called that.
Ooh.
Now, that was the 90s when that was kind of the norm, but good golly, was that awful. Wow. Ferrari is trying not to let things like that leave its stable. Yes, that was a pun. Horses stable.
I see, the prancing. That didn't violate their trademark, did it, Doug?
So at the end, it says the company cracking down on bolder color combos isn't necessarily anything new. It's just news. It's apparently long prevented anyone from ordering a car in pink. But we all remember Ferraris being red, right? That's Ferrari's, the resale red. Only 40% of cars leave the factory in red now.
Really?
Yes. Because personalization is the new thing.
Yeah, everybody's probably getting them in green now. Green is like the green has been made great again. Thank you very much.
Yes. And having a one-off color. I mean, my favorite quote of my own is paint to sample has become ubiquitous, right? It's no longer a one-of-one thing. It's no longer rare.
Can we actually, the side rant for a second, and I noticed you did this on social media. I really take umbrage when people say PTS if it didn't come from Porsche. You just painted it an awesome color.
Did
Except
you see
that,
the post
I did.
that I did today?
Yes,
I'm like, where did this come from?
But that is something that bothers me so much. Like, oh, I had this painted in PTS Riviera Blue, or that might even be the color. But it's like, No, you didn't. You painted it Riviera blue. It's not PTS.
Well, stop. Here's the problem with that though, is there's these like factory blessed recommissioning of these supercars that are happening though. So it's like, okay, well, Porsche issued a new certificate of authenticity for this car, so it's now paint to sample even though it wasn't before. So if that's okay, then like where do you draw the line from there to go, okay, well, Canepa did it and they're
That's
tight
still
with
not-
Porsche, or this guy did it in his garage.
In my opinion, it's got to be on the window sticker.
I agree. I
I
totally
just think it's so
agree.
ridiculous. And I don't know what Ferrari calls it. Probably tailor-made paint from a sample I don't know.
Out of range paint on the window sticker. It's out of range paint or something like that.
Nice.
But, I don't remember offhand. Somebody in the comments will definitely educate us. It's time for our wildly popular license plate stereotype vanity game. We really need
Let's
a
go.
good name for this game.
License plates when we guess and try to get stereotypes correctly and as close to the real car as we can.
Yes, we don't try to guess what the meaning of the license plate is. It's typically patently obvious. But it's like, all right, well, how much does this plate reflect the owner? This is brought to you by Soul and Spine. Alan Hoover, if you have back issues and you're in the Northeast Ohio area or want to be in order to be healed, then go see Soul and Spine. Talk to Alan. Tell him you found out about us on SwitchCast.
How many do you have, Doug? I have 5.
I have 5.
Nice. It's like we coordinate these things.
You go
Ladies
first.
and gents. Okay, first up. First of all of these have come from switchcast.live submissions. Thank you all so much for absolutely blowing up my inbox to finally compete with Doug. This feels good.
I still have a backlog of them, but if you want to submit them to me, send them to my Instagram. If you want Tyler to get them, go to switchcast.live/vanity.
All right, cute SRT.
Dodge. It's either a Dodge Neon SRT, which you can't say that. You offend Dodge SRT owners.
All right, put that.
Or it's the Caliber SRT.
No, I think. Are you ready? Or do you-
I'm seriously wrong?
yeah.
Golly.
This is more of an attack, a bait. This is
is it a V6?
no. I think even more different.
Is it a Ford?
Closer. That's closer.
I'm getting
It's
closer.
C7 Corvette.
Oh.
So they're saying like, hey, cute SRT.
Is
like,
it a Z06 modded because they want to race them?
Oh, I actually don't know. It
Would
might
that be race baiting?
Okay, next plate, Doug. Let's go. Our producer is so hard. He's going to turn inside out.
It's a pun. Come on. Okay. This one from Duh Performance Baggers. Might be
Nice.
DA Performance. I don't know.
Duh,
it might be a
nice.
district attorney with. Anyway, he's really good at bagging criminals. His performance is killer.
He's going to get after Goons LLC. He's going to take him down, Doug.
New segment, taking people's Instagram handles and guessing what they drive. Oh gosh, I gotta open my folder here so I know what I'm actually looking at. You can start guessing because I remember this one. Coal Power.
Oh, like a Dodge Ram, like a 1500.
No.
Oh, is it a Tesla?
No, but you're closer.
Oh,
I have to do my EV one every week. There's
Yeah.
always going to be an EV one stuck in there.
I do. Is it an EV though?
It is.
Okay, what is it?
Hummer EV.
Nice.
Yes.
That I accept.
Yep, that's our second EV plate that we've approved.
Yeah. No, there are some good ones. Turns out people are creative.
Only 2 so far in the world.
All right, this one is I Indicate.
BMW.
Yes, it is a BMW 3 Series, like a
Yes.
late model one.
Absolutely,
Very good.
because they don't use their turn signals. All right. Jay Roberts submitted this one. Flat, but spelled with a 4 instead of the A. FL4T.
Is that a Volkswagen Beetle? Something with a flat engine.
Like an old Beetle. I was thinking like
Yeah.
a new one. Those don't have. You're on the right track.
On the right track.
You got it.
Is it did the Carmen Gias have a flat 4 as well?
Yes.
Is it one of those?
No.
Dang it. Porsche 356?
No.
Okay, what is it?
Subaru WRX STI.
I was dancing around the wrong tree. Same
Yes.
forest, wrong tree.
Same forest.
Thank you to Lauren W. for the first one, Drake F. for the last one. This one is from Davin H. OSCR MYR. Oscar Meyer.
Is it an actual Wienermobile?
You bet your bum it is.
Oh, okay. Oh, man. I'm glad he mustered up the energy to send that one to you. I relished that opportunity. Come on, you can catch up.
I'll do the... No.
All right. One of my favorite Instagram accounts to follow is Vanity of Maine. There's no filter up in Maine. You can see literally anything on their plates, and we do. This one, Maine plate, ew people.
Is it a Mustang?
No.
Ew people. It's an RV.
Nope.
No. It is a Chevy Tahoe.
Nope.
Dang it, what is it?
It's a Jeep.
Really?
But not a real Jeep. It's like one of the little ones, like the Compass or something like that.
Yeah. Gotcha.
Yep. I don't think it has anything to do with a car. That's just a Mainer being a Mainer.
Next up for me is from Daryl P. SLF DRVN. Self-driven.
Self-driven. Well, we had self-made last week, which is a repoed Altima. Self-driven is either like a very analog car, or it's a self-driving car, or it's like somebody saying they're really like successful.
Like driven.
This could go any way.
Which way is it? Up, down, inside out?
I'm stumped on this one.
I can just tell you. Are you ready?
Self-driven. I mean, is it a Tesla? Because
Yeah,
they have
it is.
FSD. It's lame. No.
That's why I did it. I knew it would like confuse you just a
But
little.
I still got it. Lame. All right, my turn. Is it from Brad Hepner? Alleged.
Oh boy, what could this possibly be? Is this a Chrysler 300?
No. I don't think most 300 owners know the meaning of alleged.
Is this a?
It's just convicted.
Is
Charged.
Is this a white Bronco? Is it?
I almost spit out my whiskey. It should be, but it's not.
What is it?
This plate just got really lame now that it's only on a 996 turbo.
What does that even mean?
I don't know. Maybe he's an attorney.
Oh,
it's really
so
good.
good.
Yeah.
All right, Philip D. Philip D has the last one for me. Hicktown, SCK or HCK TWN.
It's pickup truck. Got to be a pickup truck.
Like sort of right, vaguely. It's not a car.
Okay. Chevy El Camino.
No, I can see. I might have messed you up. There's a G-Wagon from Nashville, Tennessee.
Yeah, it's weird. I don't get it. I guess why?
There are so many that I don't understand.
Okay.
I see him on the road.
Bougie Hicktown.
Yeah.
Okay, last one from Travis Ray. 1320 feet.
1320 feet. What is 1320? That means that's some measurement, some conversion, isn't it? A mile is 25.
This is me. This is a sound of me taking away Tyler's man card.
What?
Or car guy card.
Guy card. Oh God. I don't know. I'm entirely blanking.
You guess on the car?
No, I don't even 1320 feet. What could this?
1,320 feet is a quarter mile.
Oh, is it a Dodge Charger?
No.
Oh.
No, it's a proper drag car. It's a 2001 Z06 with a Lingenfelter twin turbo kit.
Ooh. Hot.
Yes.
Nice.
And it looks like it has a parachute on the back. So it's like
Probably needs
legit.
That's yikes. There was no way I was getting that.
I know.
All right, I was too easy on Doug this week. I need to be mean again.
Now I'm just getting better at this. This episode is brought to you by Sheffield All Sport Watches. The Sheffield brand was recently revived by Jay Turkbus, an owner of an original Sheffield All Sport diver he received from his parents in 1970 when he was just 11, beginning his love of watches. As an adult, Jay used his extensive expertise in product development and marketing to revive the brand that started it all. He set out to develop watches with a high level of quality and specification at a value price. His first effort, and a successful one in July of 2023, was the debut of the Sheffield All-Sport Diver 1. It had the kind of build and movement that much more expensive watches use, and his debut price of $108 was equivalent to the $13 his parents paid back in 1970. Since that debut, Sheffield has expanded to a wider range of automatics and chronos, many designed around vintage Sheffield dials of the 60s. The Sheffield well of clever and unique design remains his inspiration, as well as maintaining the goal of high quality, very affordable range of automatic and quartz watches. Sheffield Watches, value on merit, not just price. I love mine. Get yours at SheffieldWatches.com and mention that you heard about them on SwitchCast. Thank you for joining us for SwitchCast with Doug Tabbutt and Tyler Sanders, produced by Ethan Huffnagel. SwitchCast is an automotive entertainment and opinion show, and nothing we say should be taken very seriously. We do not give tax, investment, legal, emotional, or professional advice, and the only licenses we hold are driver's licenses. The opinions expressed on this show are exclusively held by the people pontificating at that moment and do not reflect the values of our producers or sponsors. Our theme music is provided by Emily and Ivory. You can stream their full album on Spotify or SoundCloud. If you like this show, you can stream it in its entirety on your favorite audio podcast platform. Check out switchcast.live for more info.